Hello, everybody. This is your boy, none other. Here to bring y'all some news that you guys probably already have heard of. It came on notification on my phone, as usual, when I get all the top information about NFL, Prayers, Eagles, going on with the Philadelphia Eagles, yada yada yada. Well, today been official. The rumor around I've been going on for the past 2 weeks that offensive guard Brandon Brooks was supposed to retire, or the word was that he was going to retire. Well, he made it official today. He had a news conference as well, stating his retirement, and he was saying something about that he glad he was able to be a part of a team that won a championship, among other things. In the video, I didn't get a chance to see other video right out, but I was able to see small portions of it. And from what I've heard, he's retiring from the NFL, and he has had quite a few nagging injuries throughout his career. I stated in a video recently, might have been 3 or 4 videos back, I stated that the word was Brandon Brooks was retiring, and the reasons why he was retiring. Well, like I said, he been in the NFL since 2012. After he was drafted by the Houston Texans. From 2012 to 2015, he spent 4 years with the Texans, and then came to the Philadelphia Eagles 2016. From 2016 to 2020, and what I want to say, cause 20 was the last year he actually played in the NFL. 2020, last season, received the season just passed. He had an injury, non-contact injury in training camp, and then but before that, 2018, the year after the Eagles won a Super Bowl, he had another knee injury then. You know what I'm saying? And the knee injury plagued him 2018 year where he took out, came back 2019, played well. In 2020, he hurt his 2021. Oh, hold on, let me go back. 2019, not 18, 2019, and when he blew out his knee. You know what I'm saying? 2019, I didn't mean 18, I meant 19. 2020, he had a good year, but it was the beginning of the pandemic, and so this season just passed. He had another knee injury. I think this knee injury was in his left knee, but the 2019 injury, it was his right knee. So he had back-to-back knee injuries, and but before that, when he was with Houston Texans, I think he had back-to-back injuries when he was with them. So you can say, with 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So he'd been in the NFL 10 years. And from the 10 years that he'd been in the NFL, he had, I think, four injuries in the past 10 years of his career, which is kind of remarkable, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes when you sign big contracts and teams expect you to play off that contract, you're supposed to perform to the highest of your of the best you can perform much as possible. And then word was also, before he called it a career, Howie Roseman reworking contract as well. He had like 3 years left on his deal. The Eagles reworked the deal, and I think he's getting like one. It's like 1 point something million dollars. I think that's what it was, or it could be little. It could be higher than that. I'm thinking it's higher than that, but I'm gonna stick with it's in between 1 to 12 point some million dollars. 12 point some million dollars is what it was, and he was scheduled to make 12. I'm sorry, yeah, 12 million this year, this new season, this new league year. He was scheduled to make 12 million, and then the next year of the contract, he was scheduled to make 9 million. And then that last and final contract, that last and final deal of the contract, which would have been 2023, there was no more guaranteed money there. And so the Eagles probably would have to rework the deal of the last of their contract. Because, see, one thing about it, when you're in the last, after you don't get all your signing bonuses and all your guaranteed money, it's either 1 or 2 years left of that deal, it's just flat out pay. And it's less money after that. So that's how contracts work. But in Brandon Brooks' case, I want to say the Eagles saved about 1 point something million, which he would have gotten had he played this year. And since he decided to retire, um, he won't. I think he might still get that at 1 point something million. I'm not exactly sure how the Eagles are going to do their contract as far as him getting it redone or having it restructured. What the NFL word is restructured. So with him retiring now, to save the Eagles a whole lot of money. I think the Eagles are about to save 14 million in salary cap space to go along with the money that they had this season just passed. So the Eagles looking at 20 something million in cap space, and then after the new year begins, there's new salary cap number that's gonna make the money somewhere close to the price range of 40 to 50 million in salary cap money that they can spend on free agents and getting their guys signed on time from the NFL draft or bring in some free agents because the Eagles need some help badly in the free agent market. So who they're gonna bring, we don't know. We all know that Harry Roseman now. Don't get me wrong, Harry Roseman's a good general manager, but he's just not good with draft picks. So hopefully they can bring in some guys. See, he's good with contracts, bringing in free agents, and all that. But as far as draft stats or draft knowledge, he lacks that. He lacks that ridiculously. So he can't draft with the nothing. So he's good with on the contract, redoing contracts, and bringing in free agents off the street or from opposing teams. That's what he's good with. But all in a nutshell, Brandon Brooks is gone. He will be missed. I think he has 100 and some starts from the year he was drafted up until 2020 season. Because like I said, 2021 he played 2020, but he didn't play all 2021 because of the knee injury he suffered in training camp, non-contact drill. So he played none last year, and so I think he started over 100 some games altogether. So, but the question is though, is he a Hall of Fame guard? Up until right now, I might have to come back to you on that because I'm going to have to do some more research as far as him being considered a Hall of Fame guard. Cause there's not many guards in the Hall of Fame, but there's a bunch of right tackles and left tackles and centers in the NFL. But left and right guards, it's not many of them in the NFL. Cause it's like you have to play potential. You have to play all the line spots to be considered an NFL tackle or guard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if he's a Hall of Fame or not. So in another video in the near future, I will bring up that question again when I do more research on Brandon Brooks. But he does have a Super Bowl ring, so that Super Bowl ring is going to help a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And getting him into the Hall of Fame. But he did say the reason why he retired, because he said his body was telling him it was time to give it up. And sometimes that happens. You can perform for so long to a point where your body gets tired and start breaking down, wear and tear. You can suffer any injury. It could be ankle injury, knee injuries. That's one reason why the NFL is a very physical sport, because you have to maintain your conditioning, you have to maintain what you eat, and you have to maintain your ways of how you prepare yourself. And so I'm quite sure Brandon Brooks did a pretty good job in all three of those categories. It's just sometimes you only can do so much for your body to maintain. And so that's why there's a question mark going on now with Jason Kelce this offseason. But that's also another video to talk about. But I'm not going to talk about Jason Kelce now. You know what I'm saying? Because I did a video of Jason Kelce back here some time ago about him contemplating retirement. Might have been a couple of years ago, or might have been a year ago. Because I think 2020 he was contemplating retirement then. The Eagles gave him a new contract this past season, so we'll see how that goes. He still one of the highest paid centers in the NFL, top 10 I believe. So like I said, that's another story another video to get into, but right now I'm not gonna stick with Jason Kelce. The video is basically based on Brandon Brooks, and he will be missed. Like I said, he got a Super Bowl ring with the Philadelphia Eagles, and nothing more you really can say about that, because the fact is, the guy's done a whole lot for the Eagles. He became a he's a 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All Pro, and I think it's a 1-time second team All Pro, I believe. I think he's a second team. I think he's a 1-time second team All Pro, and I think he's a 1-time All Pro, 1-time first team All Pro. So the Pro Bowl stats, along with his popularity and along with the Super Bowl ring that he got, also helps into getting him into the Hall of Fame. But like I said, all that is another story to talk about. So comment, like, share, subscribe, notification bell on top. So I want to do a video from me to you for your enjoying pleasure. This is your boy, the Green Talons. Y'all enjoy y'all Wednesday, and I'll be seeing y'all between now and Friday when the rest of the playoff games get going. Cause right now it is now officially the NFC Conference Championship and the AFC Conference Championship. The winner of those two games going to the Super Bowl. And I will be doing a video on that probably Sunday afternoon. I'm talking about both teams going to the Super Bowl and who has a chance to win. So I'm gonna try to do all of that in one video. If not, someone else on YouTube will do it, but I know I'm gonna try my best to do it. So you guys enjoy yourself. Like I said earlier, like I said later in this video, peace, one love.